quickly.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Bilal. I was born and raised in Germany, in Bremen City, which is next to Hamburg and next to Hanover, which is in the north side of Germany. I was raised by a Ghanaian mom and by my stepdad, who is of American background. I have an older sister and a younger brother. We was raised in a Christian household, mainly Catholic. I went to Catholic school, Catholic kindergarten. But my mom was practicing, obviously, was part of the black church. So I was mixed between Catholic Christians and black Christians. So I saw both sides. From a young age, I got exposed to the church. Every Sunday, my mom brought us to church, and every Wednesday went to Bible studies to learn about teachings of Jesus, peace be upon him, or Isa alayhi salam. During the time, I was really religious. I was a good kid. I was good at school. I had good grades. And what happened was, by the age of 4, my stepdad got arrested. One night, me and my sister were sleeping in our bedroom. My sister we were sleeping in a double bed, where I was sleeping upstairs, my sister was sleeping downstairs, and then police one day just rushed our door, and my stepdad got arrested. I don't know for what charges till this day. And I remember him opening the door and telling me, "Son, I love you," and till this day I haven't seen him again. So after that, as I was growing, my mom was a single parent, just raising all of us. My little brother wasn't born yet. It's only me and my sister. And then when I got older, 2 years later, I think 1 year later, my real dad came. So by me, I was used to call him the man who got locked up, my dad. I thought he was my real dad, but I never knew that. So now when he came, he told me he's my dad, and it was hard. So me and my sister automatically, we couldn't call him dad, so we called him by his name. And when he came, he was a rough guy, hard guy, harsh guy, and we got exposed to a lot of physical problems in our home. My mom was a single mother working 3 jobs, so we never got to see her like that. She had 3 jobs, and the only time we see her is in the middle of the night. And when you see her, it's just praying every night. You can hear prayer every night. You hear praying. So during the time, obviously I got to primary school then, and I got introduced to different people of different backgrounds. And while I was in primary school, I got exposed to racism, where people call you certain words because of your skin color, and I had to fight a lot for myself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy out there. And my mom was a good mom. I can say my mom was, till this day, my mom is my role model, because she was providing for all of us. And when I got older, one day, my older brother passed away. I have a stepbrother from my dad's side. He got murdered. He got shot. When he died, there was a time that my life changed. I took a different approach in life. I took a different path. Even though I wasn't that close to him and I didn't know him like that, but it still affected me somehow. My dad one day just disappeared as well. Never, no touch, no contact with him, no contact with him. So my mom was again by herself, raising all of us. This time my little brother was born. I have to look after my little brother, and we was living in poverty. Like, it was just, how can I explain, man? Sometimes no food, sometimes, I'm saying, days without food, no drinks, and you see your mom working hard as she can, but she's only one woman. I'm saying, paying the bills. So I was playing football, and I had this big dream of becoming a football player. I'm saying, I was playing for Werder Bremen, which is a big team. Ultra Bremen was a good goalkeeper. I was one of the best goalkeepers in my city, and everyone said I had a big future. And then when I left primary school, I got exposed to college. So I went to college, and when I went to college, I met different kind of people who live in different kind of lifestyle, certain kind of lifestyle. So now certain people in my football team left the football team, and I see them making a lot of money in the streets. And they're always telling me, yo Harry, my Jahiliya name is Harry. And they used to call me Harry, man, look what we do, man. You don't need to go to school, you don't need to, you need the qualifications. You know, I know you live in the same life as us, our moms, you're saying you've got to eat. Your brother, look at your sister. And obviously, after a while, it got to me. Because obviously, man, want to have these things that other people don't have. So I got exposed to crime. By the age of 12, I started getting involved in organized crime. At the beginning, it was petty crime, just spontaneous crime. When you're on road with a couple of boys, you're driving with your bike, you just rob some certain things from the shop, or you link up at the night time and then you break into shops or whatever. But by the time I get older and older, I got worse and worse, and I got involved in more, how can I say, more organized crime. From stealing cars to selling drugs, and I got kicked out of my school, my college. They kicked me out of my college, and my mom got me into a Catholic school. This school was one of the best schools in my city. It's the second best school in my city. But it was out of 3 black boys. I was one of the 3 black boys in the school. So now everyone, and it's quite a private school where people have to pay for, and I didn't have to pay because of my circumstances. So I was a poor guy. The way I came to school, they're looking at me, and you know what I'm saying, they're looking at me, and it was funny, and they asked me where you're from, and every time I mentioned the area where I come from, people, they didn't want to engage with me, or they didn't want to talk to me. And after a while, obviously, when I stopped school, I didn't go to school no more. I was left to hang around the estate, and I see men coming with big money. The older brothers, my friends' older brothers, coming with big money, big cars, big whips, and certain men, they're millionaires. They're living in the estate, they're millionaires. They've got bodyguards, everything. I was looking up to these kind of people, so I want to be like them. And when I was young, I thought I'm gonna live this lifestyle till I die. And then when I got involved, when I got involved in crime, I got introduced to people from different backgrounds, especially Arabs, Kurdish, Russians. So I was driving up and down the country as a young. I was still young. I always told my mom I'm going away with my football team, but I was never away with my football team. I was just committing crime in the streets. Sometimes I never slept at home. I was sort of sleeping in the car. And I got to a point where I just got addicted to this lifestyle. I couldn't leave it. I started smoking a lot. I started drinking a lot, heavy drinker. I was a heavy drinker. When I come home, the only time I came home was just to sleep and leave my house. I got physical with my family. I punched my little brother, my sister, raised my hands against my sister, raised my hands against my mom. Whatever they're saying, I'm having it. I'm the boss in my own house. My mom was praying every night, and every night she left her bag outside her room, and every time I made money, I put money in her bag. And every morning when she woke up, she thought God gave her the money. So it was kind of sad, but at the same time, I thought I have to do what I have to do. I gave my brother money to go to school, so he can buy himself nice things. So I felt good. It felt good to me because I thought I was doing a good thing. I thought robbing people and stealing people, but in the end of the day, I'm supporting my family. It's a good thing. That's what I was thinking. So after a while, I got worse. Now we're getting older now. Man is turning 15, 16. We're getting much more worse. Now certain people want to kill you. Now I'm saying, cause you involved with people they don't like, and you go to clubs. You're involved in a lifestyle where you live in the night. You don't sleep no more. You don't sleep. You don't sleep at all. You use the whole night. You're awake. Sometimes people just phone you on your phone. You have to wake up. After getting involved in this crazy lifestyle, I ended up in jail. It was during the summer holidays. I remember. And my first night in jail wasn't really. I wouldn't say it was a horrible feeling to me, because where I'm from, everyone went to jail. Everyone went to jail already. So I thought it might be a good thing for myself. I thought them times there is good. Now, I wasn't there longer than 2 weeks. I remember my teacher coming. My teacher came to see me, and he knew the authorities, and he was speaking to them. And after 2 weeks, I got released. Them times there, I came home. My mom asked me, "Where was you?" And I again told my mom I was away with my football team playing football. So till this day, my own mom don't even know what's going on. And when I came back from jail, my mind never changed. My mind got worse. I had bigger plans, and My boys, obviously, everyone rolling now. Everyone has different plans. Everyone got involved with different styles. It's like, how can I say, where are we from? You choose to do certain things like when you looking for a normal job, you need to do certain work experience, or you doing what do you call it? Well, you choose your career. If you want to be a plumber, you want to be a plumber. If you want to be an electrician, you want to be an electrician. Now everyone chose his path. People chose their path. People wanted to become dealers, or some people don't want to become whatever. I don't wanna expose too much, but people chose their career now, and everyone had their own little thing going on. So if anyone wanted to change, he just had to speak to the main guy who was involved in that. So them times there I got older and I had a lot of problems now in the streets because I had a lot of fights with different people, and people wasn't really happy with that, especially me being of African background, and I was the only African. There was no other black guy, and there was no other black guy involved where I come from. Like I was the only black guy. So every time you say you know this black guy, they would say my name. They would say, yeah, Harry this, Harry that. So people looking for me when I go to city shopping at a fight, or when I'm outside, people want to fight with me. People threaten me. A lot of things happen. So now my mom seeing all this. I remember being in court again. I was in court. My mom coming to court crying. The judge wanted to put me in prison again. And mom started crying. My mom just cried and said, you know, we're gonna leave this country. My son's gonna come with me. He's gonna change his life. He's not gonna come here for another 2 years. And the judge was looking at my mom because my mom was sincere. But them times I didn't really care because I was still young. I had a different mind frame. And then we moved. Obviously we moved to London. And when we came to London, I got exposed to a whole different lifestyle again. And now I see people of my background, African background, having opportunities where where I'm from, you don't have no opportunities. You see a man working in the bank, a black man works in the bank. You see a black man as a bus driver. You see a black man as a cab driver. You see a black man in every social aspect in the system. So that gave me motivation to change. And I thought in my mind, you know what? Let me change. Let me just go college and get this. Let me get this college. Let me get this degree, and let me make my mom proud. I'm saying, 'cause mom suffering a lot. Basically, we moved around London for like in the first year we moved around 8 times from east to north London, and it was hard. It was really hard because I wasn't used to this kind of lifestyle. Like I thought I was poor, but now I was even poorer. So man had to go sleep with the same clothes, go to college with the same clothes, take shower with cold water, eating the same food all day. My mom, my brother, my sister sleep in one bed. I said I'm gonna sleep on the floor because I'm the oldest son. So I decided I'm saying I'm gonna sleep on the floor. I'm a man, there's no problem. Mice, whatever, running around, cockroaches, you name it, all these things in your house. So no TV, no nothing. So I thought to myself, subhanallah, look what I left. You know what I'm saying? I had everything, and now I have nothing. You know what I'm saying? And no one knows me as well. I don't know no one in this country as well. I just have to do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? So in college, and obviously I couldn't speak English as well. I only spoke German, so I had to learn. I went into college class where they teach English. So I done an English course for 2 years, and now me coming to the college, people looking at me funny because the way I dress is totally different to people in London. Because the way we dress in Germany is totally different. So now people looking at me like I'm rich or something. But for us, where we from in Germany, that's the way we used to dress. I had a lot of confrontations about the way I dress. So I had to break it down to people and everything. And I couldn't even speak the language. It was a lot of stress. It was a lot of stress for me. So sometimes I start blaming my mom. I said, "Mom, why did you bring me to this country? I don't even speak the language. The people are funny. Everything is mad. I don't know no one. Look at circumstances." You know what I'm saying? And every time my mom started crying and everything, and after a while, nighttime, I realized, you know, there's no way forward, man. I can't blame my mom. You know what I'm saying? She sacrificed everything for me. You know what I'm saying? Even me being here in this country is a blessing, because where I come from there was no opportunity, and even though as well as my mom's in Ghana, I could have been born in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? So I have to appreciate that. And during that time, my family got much more closer than before, because we had to spend a lot of time together, and we had to stick together. And during that time, I got much more religious. We went to one Caribbean church just down the road, and this time man got religious. Like man, start reading Bible. Going to church every Sunday, Wednesday, Bible study, Saturday classes and everything. And I started putting much faith in my trust in God. I said, you know what I'm saying? I have to believe in God. In these circumstances, I was one of them situations where I thought, I'm saying, if God doesn't help me in this situation, I don't know. And looking at my mom every day was painful for me, painful. Like every time you see your mom crying, you know what I'm saying, it hurts your heart, doesn't it? And my little brother, everyone looking up to you because you were the man. When you were in Germany, you were the man. But now you're here, you don't know no one. What are you gonna do? So now we moved around London, and I finished the college course, the English course, and I moved up to another college where I studied construction. I wanted to become an engineer. When I went to the college, I met a lot of different people from different backgrounds as well, and we became close. And one of the guy I met was an Asian brother who was Muslim, but he wasn't practicing at the time. So one day Ramadan came around, and when Ramadan came around, he just changed. He just changed, and he was my closest mate. Like me and him, we used to get together all day, talking about everything, about life, about everything. I told him my whole life story, everything. Like he was my closest brother. And he changed. He said, I don't want to talk to you no more. You know what I'm saying? Because Ramadan and fasting, you're talking about too much dunya and talking about cars, clothes, women. Everything you're talking about is just nonsense. So now he's telling me, I ask him why. Well, how come? He said, Akhi, man, my teaching is telling me that. My Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is telling me that. And Allah's telling me in the Quran. And I was thinking to myself, because I grew up in Germany in an estate where all my boys are Muslim. They're all Muslim. But none of them never taught me these kind of things. And when they used to fast, they never, the way he was serious, my people, they were never serious like that. So I said, Akhi, what was it about your religion? So I thought it was an Asian thing. I thought the religion's only for Asian Arabs. And one day he told me, listen, I'm going to invite you to my house, come to my house, I'm going to show you something. And I remember coming to his house, and then we used to sit down, and he asked me a couple of questions, Akhi, who do you believe in, who do you pray to? These two questions got me thinking for a long time, because I didn't know how to answer. I said Jesus, I pray to Jesus. I said, what about God? I said, I pray to God as well. So that got me stumbling. And I started thinking, and I started thinking I really knew I don't know my own religion. And yeah, subhanAllah, he gave one of his friends, was a Jamaican, who obviously was looking into Islam as well. He gave me the Quran. I took the Quran home, and I said, I'm going to read about your religion, I want to understand. And he told me about Bilal with the Sahaba. And that was the first time I heard a black man the black man is named in the religion so often and so praised that even the Prophet Muhammad Sallam said that he heard his footsteps in Jannah. So when I heard that, I said, subhanAllah, this religion must be different, because how come these people are more closer than we? You know what I'm saying? We have separate church for black, whites, and we're not coming together like the Muslims. So I start thinking, and even the way they're worshiping everything made sense to me already, but I didn't want to accept it at the beginning. So I went home and I started reading the Quran, whatever. I just read a couple pages and put it back, because I thought to myself, nah, you can't do that. You're born Christian, you're gonna die Christian. That's my mom is Christian, my ancestors, my mom's family, the ancestors, most of them, they're all Christian. So I said, nah, I can't do that, man. And then one day I went to the church, and I just knelt down in the church and I said, oh God, guide me to the straight path, guide me to whatever pleases you. Because I was in a situation, I had enough, man. I had enough of life, you know what I'm saying? I had enough of life. I thought to myself, nah, the way I live is just, why always me, you know what I'm saying? Everything happened to me for some reasons. And I said, oh God, please guide me to the straight path. And then, subhanAllah, 2 days later, I had a dream. And I was laying in my bed one night, and then there was this tall black man standing there, and this tall black man calling me to a big gate, saying, come towards the come towards the gate. When I came to the gate, he told me to open the gate, and when I opened the gate, I see brothers praying Salah. And I heard the azan, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And when I woke up, I phoned my man, I phoned my boy, and I told my boy, Akhi, man, what's wrong with this book, What's wrong with this book? Man has these funny dreams, Akhi, what are you doing to me? You know what I'm saying? So, Akhi, what's the dream about? I told him about the dreams, Akhi, subhanAllah. Akhi, man, you don't know, And I said, you know what, let me read this Quran, man. Let me read the Quran, man. And I woke up the same night, I opened the Quran, I started reading Surah Fatiha. When I read Surah Fatiha, everything made sense. Everything just hit me, like out of nowhere. I said, Akhi, I want to be Muslim, you know what I'm saying? Then I phoned my friend, Akhi, how do I become Muslim? What do I have to do? Do I have to buy these jubba, these clothes, and then that's it? He said, Akhi, nah, come, I'm going to link you tomorrow, and then inshallah I'm going to tell you what to do in it. And I linked him the next day, and he's, Akhi, you sure? You really want to become Muslim, Akhi? You know what I'm saying? You believe in Allah, you believe in the Prophet. And when he told me the story about the Prophet, he gave me another book about the Prophet. I took the book home again, read about the Prophet, and there was no doubt in my mind that he's definitely a messenger of God. So I took my Shahada in East London. 2 days later on, I took my Shahada in East London. And when I took my Shahada, it just all the pain I had in my heart, in my heart and in my soul, everything just left. And as I said, I'm saying, alhamdulillah, I'm happy. I'm saying, I learned how to pray. And Christmas time came around. and everything wasn't finished because I had to tell my family, obviously, that I became Muslim now. And they're celebrating Christmas, whatever. They're all sitting in the living room, and I came one day in the living room. I said, I'm Muslim. Everyone started dropping to the floor. Mom crying, sister crying, brother crying. They're all telling me, you terrorist, you terrorist, you this, you that. Man had to leave his house. Man got kicked out of his own house. Man was homeless in the streets. Man was sleeping in the bus. Then my closest friend called me one day, Akhi, come, you can live in my house, stay in my house. I stayed in his house. I learned the basics, as well I learned how to pray, as well I learned how to do wudu, as well I learned how to take a shower, that's how I learned everything, the main basic in Islam. I learned it there. During the time I was stressed because my mom just told me I'm not her son no more. Like, these kind of things really got to my mind, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I saw an old man praying Tahajjud Salah, and I never heard about Tahajjud Salah, but when I woke up one night, I saw an old man crying to Allah, and I asked one brother, how come he's crying like that? I never see old man crying. The way he was crying was, I never seen it in my life, you know what I'm saying? And then the guy told me, this is the prayer to Allah, where Allah comes down, and Allah accepts all the prayers. And I just do it, try your best. And he teach me how to pray Tahajjud. I pray Tahajjud, and then 2 days later, my mom phoned me, said, son, come back to my house, I miss you. So now me coming back to my house, I think it's all good. I think it's all good. No, it's all love. They accept, they understand. And no, they really didn't understand. I was standing in my salah one day, got punched in my face by my own mom during the salah. I got spit in my face. Water got chucked in my face. Sister cussing me all day. Your little brother, you raised him. Your own brother, you raised. It's not raising his voice against you. You see your mom chucking the Quran in front of your eyes into the rubbish bin. All your Islamic books gone by one day. You left your house, you come back to your house, all gone. All your stuff is gone. All your clothes you bought, all gone. You think to yourself, subhanallah. But then I remember the story of the Sahabas. I thought, this must be, it's definitely a test. I left the house again and decided, let me live by myself. A couple brothers helped me out, so I moved to my own flat. I shared a flat with one brother, who I thought was a good brother. I lived with him, and he teach me the basic of Islam. I learned how to pray 5 times a day, and I start tasting the sweetness of Iman. I loved the Deen so much, and then I just loved it. I gave everything up. I gave everything up from one day to another. And this brother I was living with, he had his own problems, but I didn't know. And one night, this brother, he done certain things which I don't really even expose. And I woke up the next day, and he was just gone. He just left. He took money. Money's gone. My money's gone. The money for my rent that I meant to pay rent is gone. The brother's gone, and the brothers who are in the masjid, they're blaming me as well now, because I'm with this brother every day. So now these brothers, instead of helping me, because I'm new to this deen, I don't know no one. You know what I'm saying, what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying, I don't know no one. I'm saying I'm looking to the people to help me. They even push me further away. So now I'm starting doubting myself. I'm saying, subhanallah, I left everything for the sake of Allah. I get tests over and over again. Even your own brothers who saying, love for your brother what you love for yourself, and giving you the nasiyah and everything, leaving you as well. So my brother from East London phoned me up. My brother from East London phoned me up again, and told me, "Akhi, come back to East London. I got one brother, Arab brother, who can teach you Arabic, and you can live with him as well." I said, Alhamdulillah. I straight away I packed my bags. I went to East London. Now I live with this brother. This brother teaching me Arabic, basic Arabic understanding, Quran. This brother is a really knowledgeable guy. And we wake up for Fajr together, we laugh together, we eat together, we share bread, we share our money together, we do everything together. Like, he became like my close brother. Same thing happened again. Don't know, and he has his own fitna. Like everyone has his own problems, but his problems came to show later on. He told me, you can't wear certain clothes, and I chucked half of my clothes that I had away. He's telling me, you can't do this, you can't watch TV. He chucked the TV in front of me away. Now, what happened one night, I was sleeping, and then I just woke up one night, and I turned around, and I see him. He pulls out a small TV, and he's watching TV. And I'm asking, brother, what are you doing? And he's like, no, don't worry. I remember that. And then slowly, man got away from Fajr. Like, I was trying to wake up brother for Fajr, let's go Fajr. He said, nah, I don't want to pray. So now I'm thinking to myself again, it can't be happening to me. It can't be happening to me, subhanAllah. Like, all the people I met in this deen, to me, they're much more, it's worse than the people I knew before. And I asked my brother, the other brother who was close to me, who helped me to become Muslim, and he's like, you know what, this is cut off Allah. I'm saying Allah test those he loves. It's not easy. This test not easy. It's not easy. You gotta be strong. So now I decided to leave this house again, and I had to go all the way back to my mom's house. And now, if people can imagine, the mom kicked you out and said, you're not my son. Everything. You come back to your house, she feels happy. Like, You see, son, I told you, these people, I told you. And you're thinking to yourself, she might be right. You start thinking she might be right, everything she's saying. So you come back to the house, and that's these times I have still contact with my people from Germany. And every now and then they start phoning me and try to pursue me, try to get me involved in certain things. And one day, my iman was proper low. I look at my family, look at my situation. I said, you know what, man, I don't want to be in this country no more. Let me go back to what I know best. I went back to Germany. I got involved in a lot of dirty things and bad things, which I don't really want to talk too deep about. And I would start traveling between Germany and London for a long time. Then I decided again, let me try again. I start fighting myself, my own nafs every day. I went to the masjid, one day not, one day I went to the masjid, one day not, one day I pray, one day I'm not praying, one day I'm not praying, one day I'm praying. It was hard for me, I was trying so hard, you know what I'm saying? And finally I got a job here, I got a good job. And then it was Ramadan came around, and it was my first Ramadan. I started fasting, alhamdulillah, everything went well. And then one day after the day I was born, my best friend passed away. And then again, I got hit again with reality again. My best friend passed away. I thought to myself, subhanallah. Got weak again. I went over there to Germany to support his family, and I stayed in Germany for a long time, for a year. And during that time, I became worse than where I was, because I came back to my old environment, and people keep knocking on your door every day and telling you certain things, and I became weaker and got involved in this. I got involved in a lot of crazy things. And the brother who brought me to the deen, mashallah, good brother, mashallah. One day he decided, what happened to Bilal? Let me see this brother. He came all the way from London to see me. All the brothers I knew, he was the only one keeping in touch with me. And he came all the way down to my neighborhood where I'm from. And he looked at me and said, "Akhi, what's wrong with you? I look totally different. You can tell I look stressed. I look different now." He gave me dawah. I start slowly. He brought me back to the masjid, praying 5 times salah. I got to a point where a man couldn't even memorize certain surahs. Man forgot everything. Man didn't know how to do. Certain things happened to me. I just felt proper embarrassed. And the brother was looking at me, "Akhi, don't feel ashamed, man. It happens to everyone," you know what I'm saying? And slowly, I got back into routine. I got to start loving. But at the same time, what the brother didn't know, I had a secret life, which I kept away from him. When he was going to sleep, I was still outside and road, you know what I'm saying, with certain people. And it happened, it continued for 1 month like that. And after a while, when I started praying, I started having hatred again in my heart for the things I was doing. I started leaving the brothers. I started deleting phone numbers. And what happened was one big known guy where I come from, one of the most notorious guy where I come from, offered me a deal and told me, you know what I'm saying, "I got a move for you, a big move, where it's about millions," you know what I'm saying. And I remember the brother who came from London to see me, and he was praying Esha, and he went to bed, and I went to bed. I remember him saying that, I got a deal for you, and I had to make a decision. I looked at the table, at the Quran on the table, at the prayer mat laying on the floor. I said, "Do you really want to risk everything now for this to get this million, and you want to leave this deen and to go Jahannam or something?" Akhi, man, don't do that, man. Don't. I started talking to myself. I'm saying it was crazy. I fighting my own nafs, and now this guy phoning me as well on my phone, and then my brother sleeping already. Saying, "Akhi, I'm downstairs. Are you on it? Are you serious? You wanna come? Again, went to the balcony, and I looked down, and I'm thinking to myself, "Akhi, man, don't do it, man." I told him straight, "I can't do it." He said, Are you crazy? Are you crazy? He said, "It's your last chance." I'm saying, "I'm not gonna phone you again." I'm saying, I said, nah. And I left it. And from that day, I came on deen proper. Like, a man just changed, done 180 around, turned around, walked straight path. My brother helped me out to come back to London. This brother who bumped didn't help me out a lot. May Allah grant him Jannah, inshallah. And when I came back to London, I told him the story, and he looked at me, and he said, I knew it already, you know what I'm saying? He knew it. But he didn't want to say nothing. And from that day on, I changed. I started praying Salah 5 times a day. I got back on my deen proper, learning, and I'm loving the deen right now. I'm happy. I'm comfortable with my situation, and because I experienced a lot of things where I can say I will never go back to his lifestyle no more. Maybe these kind of things had to happen to me to realize that. So, alhamdulillah.
Right, cool. So what advice have you got to young people coming from the same lifestyle which you came from?
My advice to the youngsters out there is stay on your deen first of all. praise Allah as much as you can. Because why worship the creation if you can worship the creator? Don't be a follow-up and be a leader, you know what I'm saying? Because it's no benefit. You only stress yourself, your family, destroy families, you destroy your own self. I'm saying nothing better can happen to you to be on this deen, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his sunnah. You know what I'm saying, best of mankind. Why would you follow anyone else? You know what I'm saying, it doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. You know, I came from a lifestyle where, you know, people used to do certain things, and a lot of people they're in prison now. A lot of people they're dead now. They're not living no more. And a lot of these things are done. They're hunting me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm Dean now, and a lot of things they're coming back to hunt me now. It's stress. It's stress. It's nothing to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Just leave this kind of lifestyle and try to be in Deen, inshallah. And respect your parents. I'm saying, especially when you have Muslim parents, there's no point in being disrespectful to them. I'm saying, so love your parents, love your brothers, akhi, and just stay on your Deen, inshallah.